Everyone, please be seated. Thank you, Ms. Sharon. And now, let us proceed to the opening remarks brought to us by the very dynamic Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Ronald A. Herrera. Let's give him a round of applause.
Our distinguished guest, our beloved Mayor, Mayor Francisco Isko Moreno de Magoso, our Vice Mayor, Mayor Maria Sheila Hani Lacuna Pang, the Congressman of the 3rd District of Manila, Congressman Yu Serdo, our guest, Mr. Henry C. of the SM Foundation, our President, Dr. Maria Delma Carlos Tria, the members of the Board of Regents. We have Regent Cora Guidote, Regent Magdalena Lim, the members of the University Council of Deans, the delegates from the SM Foundation, the delegates from TESDA, members of media, our Secretary to the Board of Regents, Attorney Roman Isguera, Ma'am Jury Solman, Head of SM Foundation. We are all happy, and the whole UDM community is indeed very grateful to the gift of the C family to transform the UDM Annex into Henry C Campus, located at the corner of Carlos Palanca Street. The new name of UDM Annex is a testament of Henry C's courage, determination, and faith that a humble beginnings can be a foundation to a great business conglomerate. The name Henry C today is associated with the malls, banking and finance, leisure and entertainment, housing, resorts, and many more. All of this came from the womb of SM Carriedo, located here at Carlos Palanca Street. SM Carriedo made this street famous and sentimental to all of us. It evokes memories of our childhood among many Manileños because this is where we bought our first shoes, dress, bags, and the like. SM Carriedo has outlived many of its counterparts here. The new image of UDM Annex has indeed revitalized its spirit in providing a conducive atmosphere to our technological and vocational courses, known as the Center for Micro-Credentialing and Industry Training. For a student of UDM CMIT, entering the halls and attending classes in a beautiful place called Henry C Campus stands for. His legacies are somewhat imprinted like an indelible ink in this place, inspiring the youth of Manila to become entrepreneurs and leave a lasting impact in this country. UDM will forever grateful to the C family for bestowing this singular honor of extending the name of your beloved tatay to UDM Annex. His name gave pride and honor to the school, to what Henry C is associated with so many great things, especially his achievements. UDM Annex has become part of Henry C's numerous legacy projects. Through this new name, it will boost our students to study harder, believe in themselves, and dream bigger that someday they will be following the footsteps of the great ones. With that, maraming salamat po, and God bless to the team.
Thank you so much, Dr. Herrera. So for the presentation of the project, to give a brief overview about the project that we are all gathered for, may I call on Ms. Juris Umali Suleiman, the Education Program Head for SM Foundation. Let's give her a big round of applause.
masaya natin ngayon dahil nandito na po si Mr. Bilis Kilos. Miss na kaya ng mga tiga-Maynila. Miss na kayo, pero tuwang-tuwa sila dahil nakikita ka naman lagi sa TV. Ang gwapo talaga ng ating fast, furious, and ambitious Mayor Isko Moreno. Bigyan natin ba? And of course, I want also to introduce you to Hansi, ang anak ni Tatang. Ang anak ni Tatang na mahal niya ang kabataan. Mahal niya. And there's no difference with Sir Hansi. You know, when I opened my Google, I saw in my Google, Hansi, Superman of SM, who saved a child from a can. Yeah. So, and totoo po yun. Kasi ang puso niya po, kagaya ni Tatang yun, pusong mamon. When you look at him, parang mukhang stricto, no? But when you talk to him, he's such a good person. Na, I remember the child house, he wanted to, when he heard that on TV, no, on the radio, sabi niya, I want to talk to that guy. Si Julian Carson. Diba? Ricky Reyes, sorry. Mali ba? Ricky Reyes. And they don't know each other. Then so, the person with her, you know, said, they have to look the number of Ricky Reyes. They talk to Ricky Reyes right there and then. Don't worry, Ricky Reyes. I will help you. Sabi niya. Mawamalan sila ng bahay ng mga batang may sakit ng cancer. Ayun, yun ang nangyari. And he built a 5-story building for cancer children. Halfway house, it's not even a halfway house. It's a beautiful home that he took care. He himself, actually mismo, it's just like this building. Kaya nandito yan, kawawan mo si contractor. Ang sabi niya, gusto ko ma-check ang iyong workmanship. Ayan. Kaya si contractor, nako, dugo. Ayan. So we had to make our first see-through. Makikita rin yun. So, last year, nung binigay ito sa amin sa SM, pinaibagay sa akin ko. Pumunta ako dito. And I got shocked, no? Because I remember this place as Clover Theater, where Vaudeville, yung Vaudeville, alam niya, sasayaw sila, dolphin, nagpapatawa, ano. And it was a hit during the 50s and 60s. But then when I saw it, my heart really burst talaga with it. Awa-awa ko. So now, I will show you the building that was and the building that it is right now. That is the building that was. That is the building that was. Those are the classrooms. This is where we are. And the stairs going up. CMIT, welcome to CMIT. The office of the president, computer rooms, the hospitality, the office of the director, the hotel HRM under LM, bartending, the baking, and we added innovations for the disaster natin, you know. We had smoke alarms, everything, you know, CCTV cameras, sprinklers, CCTV monitors, lahat ng ano niya. And we changed even the toilets. And alam namin na the toilets na importante sa atin. O dati isang toilet sa isang sa isang floor. Ginawa namin 12 toilets lahat. Ang dagdag namin ng 12 toilets. All done. We even have a PWD ramp. And even have a toilet that has also handrails. Here are the students, the first students, and who were so happy. Yan ang mga students na nagawang bookkeeping, baking, and also IT na nandito na ngayon si Nico, sa teacher. Thank you everybody. And I hope you will go up and see the beauty of partnership for the future of the children of Manila. Nakikita ko the legacy of Tata, who is smiling right now. Talaga, he really stressed to all of us here, even in the foundation. Education is a must. Only education can save the poverty of the country. And only education can bring all these children smile, the smiles of the children. And only education can give them the moral boost, the self-confidence of being, not only being a Manileño, but being a Filipino. Thank you.
Thank you, Ma'am Juris. I do agree with everything you've said. Thank you for giving us the chance to get to know the generosity of these people that's here with us today. And it's an honor that all of us witness on how far kind hearts and generosity can take us. Truly, this is a life-changing moment for us. And indeed, it is a very special and remarkable day because we have someone here who really finds time to be with us despite his tight schedule. We truly appreciate that, and we are very blessed to have him here. Ladies and gents, may I call on our Mayor and Chairman of the Board of Regents, Mayor Isko Moreno for the inspirational message. Sir, the floor is yours.
Maraming salamat sa ating tagapagpakilala at sa ating pong mga bisita, lalo na sa SM family na pinangungunahan ngayon dito ng ating kaibigan si Mr. Nancy. Maraming salamat po. At of course, kay Ma'am Juris at sa inyong grupo, pasado yung kontraktor. Baka yung aming main campus, yung mga estudyante namin doon, dito na kasi aircon. Sa atin pong minamahal na Vice Mayor, ang susunod na hahawak ng Manila. Just so you know, sa Maynila, tunay na pinatutunayan ng pamahalang lungsod ang pagkakapantay-pantay. Walang bakla, walang tomboy, walang lalaki, walang babae, walang mahirap, walang mayaman. Lahat pwedeng maging bahagi ng pamahalaan as long as you're willing to serve, and you will be given equal opportunity, whether in private and government sector. Yan po ay si Vice Mayor po, para alam lang ninyo ang kauna-unahang babaeng majority floor leader. Ang kauna-unahang babaeng Vice Mayor. And we know for a fact that the city of Manila, as a city and its history, medyo ang Maynila, medyo macho figure since time immemorial because we were led by generals, war heroes, and even survivor of the Death March. And mga kilala at matatapang na tao. And I'm happy. And I'm happy when I ask the people of Manila to trust give equal opportunity. Na huwag tingnan kung ano ang kasarian. Ang tingnan ay kakayanan. Kaya we're proud na proud nung kami ay manalo at pinagbigyan ako at nataon ka na doktora. Doktora, nataon na yun ang pinakamabisang naging partner ng inyong lingkod on top of our city employees who help us in the front line. No? Ay napakalaking bagay na doktora ang ating naging partner sa pagresolba o pagharap sa pandemya ito na malangit nawa yung mga kaluluwa ng iba nating mga frontliners and people of Manila. But at least I'm happy and proud na ang susunod na mayor ng Manila ay babae. Kung alam niyo lang, yung delegation ni Vice Mayor namin. Sa kanya nga ako nagka-COVID eh. Kasi, on the side, 3 months, March, April, May, I've stayed in City Hall, 24/7. Not a single day saw my family physically. Not a single day for 3 months in Manila City Hall when the first infection happened in the country here in Manila. And Vice Mayor was tasked to head the medical sector composed of 6 directors of our hospitals and MXD. At ang routine namin, she will wake me up, bring me breakfast, early morning, like 6 a.m. in City Hall. Tapos, magbi-briefing kami ng kailangan namin ng madaling araw. Then, after that, she will implement every single details that I have concocted or planned based on data submitted to me by respective agencies of local government unit, and that includes Manila Police District. So while the town is asleep, we plan in the evening, finish it early morning, and task the Vice Mayor see to it that first thing in the morning it will be implemented immediately. That is a routine for 3 straight months. Isang araw, may breakfast kami, bibigay na ako ng gagawing direksyon. Umubo sa harapan ko. Kasi bukod sa on top of the binibigay ko sa kanyang trabaho, nagpapakuna pa siya kasi meron kami isang sektor na ayaw kong ma-neglect. Yung mga bedridden and physically challenged and needs special attention ng mga kababayan natin. So nag-household siya, pinupuntahan niya bahay-bahay. So an average of 40 a day. Umubo, piniro, ako ate, mukhang COVID yan. So following day, may COVID na siya. At hindi rin nagtagal. Dahil magkatabi kami lagi, ako na rin yung may COVID. Kaya yung ginawa namin Infectious Disease Control Center sa Santa Ana Hospital, the first in the country, nag-design talaga siya in a matter of 7 days. We built 16. First thing that March, 16, fully air-conditioned, fully controlled environment for possible COVID patient. Ayun kami dalawa, magkaklase doon. Salamin lang ang aming window, the glass window. So these are the hard times that I'm happy sharing you some things that to prove to you that she can do it. Because whatever we have right now, wherever we have right now, kung ano man yung mga maliliit naming katagumpayan, ay siya po ay bahagi ng lahat ng iyon. Ang ating minamahal. To Madam Nina, Connie, hindi na kayo papawisan pag bumalik kayo dito para siya sa atin ang aming estudyante. Maaliwalas na ang UDM annex. At hopefully, you can continue to help the City of Manila through your office to provide access to better themselves through skills development. Especially nowadays, ang negosyante naman kayo dito lahat, that you know already since the start of the pandemic, the approach of the city is life and livelihood. Sabihin, while it is true that we focus on protecting life, but we also believe that livelihood must coexist alongside in protecting lives. So, hanap buhay at trabaho. And through your office, this institution, tingin ko marami tayong mapuproduce ng mga skill dito. At tansya ko, maniwala ka maraming mag-enroll dito. Kasi hindi na siya nakakatakot puntahan. Parang gado nangyari ito. But we're looking forward. Dahil sa talampahan po natin ang Magdalena, I'm proud of her, vision of City School. Maswerte ko rin pala, come to dito. Pinagpala akong napaligiran ng magagaling na tao. When Secretary Briones declared blended distance learning, hindi ko alam yung ibig sabihin nun. Hindi ko alam ko lang, copy blend. Immediately, I called of blended distance learning. I have an idea. I have to confirm it from them. Sabi niya, sir, homeschool via technology. Ang access naman. Tuloy yung eskwela, pero walang face-to-face. And that is a big challenge in our case, no? Sabi ko, sige, labas na lahat ng kwentada. Lahat ang gagawin natin for the year. Kasi approved na yung budget, so it was planned through a journey or a different path. No? So immediately, on that first meeting alone, through the effort and help of my colleague in DCS, headed by Dr. Magdalena Lee, we've raised 900 billion pesos in one meeting. In one meeting. Sa kwentada namin, kukulangin pa. Because we have hundreds of thousands of students in elementary and high school. Awa naman ng Diyos. I think that was Wednesday, that 2 days after, Friday, second school board meeting. Dalawa. Isang linggo, dalawa. Usually, quarterly lang yung aming meeting. And we did provide tablets, bandwidth, at 10 gig every month, and laptops for teachers with bandwidth. And I'm proud to say that the Division of City School of Manila ay pinuri ni Secretary Briones at naging panuntunan ng buong bansa. So, thank you very much, Dr. Magdalena. Yung UDM, ang istorya naman ng tablet ng UDM, nag-model ako. Kasi gusto ko silang bilhin na namin. Kaya ang dami akong alam naman. sa Indo, so sila na kinabang lahat ng and of course, ang ating minamahal na Doktora Maria Pelma Carlos Tria, UDM President. At ang ating UDM Board of Regents, Vice Presidents, faculties, katulong namin. Ang UDM ay naging stock room. Ganyan namin sila katulong. Kasi they have a very stable building, open air, free flowing, yung ground. And they were very helpful. Very helpful. Doon namin nilagay yung 150,000 tons of ensured milk for our senior to reinforce their immunity, bigas, pagkain, na itinulong sa mga jeepney driver because the first day of lockdown, dalawa kagad ang industriya o sektor na naapektuhan. Tourism and transport. At ang buhay transport, pag wala kang biyahe, wala kang kita. So that's why, through the help of our fellow public servant in UDM, maraming salamat. Sako-sako. By thousands, hundreds of thousands. And I'm grateful protecting those food for our people. Para maitawid yung tao. And then until we've learned that it's going to be a long haul, then we develop a new program which, through the effort of Vice Mayor Hani Lacuna and the members of the City Council, we created the FSP, or the Food Security Program, wherein 700,000 families were provided food groceries or food box grocery items for 6 straight months. 6 straight months. 700,000 families. And then, recently, when I saw a possible surge noong December, and I'm seeing numbers, and considering weather condition of December, and considering the inflow, yung buhos ng tao, sabi ko baka madali tayo ng January. Pag nadali tayo ng January, tataas na naman ang quarantine level natin. Pagtaas ng quarantine level natin, magsasara ulit. Marami ulit magugutom. Bago mangyari yun, tirahin na Vice Mayor and the City Council. We provided, and nangyari nga yung Omicron. So we're happy that we were ahead of possible scenario. And we were happy to be of service to a lot of Filipinos. Because when booster was allowed, the moment it was allowed, again, the first same policy that we did in March 2001 on the first day of vaccination, that Manila is an open city, open policy. Any John Doe's and Mary is welcome to Manila to get vaccinated and protected. So when it was open, the booster shot was made available to everyone. And 48 hours thereafter, it was made available 24/7. And as we speak today, that lane in Grandstand continue to function to accommodate those people who need additional protection through vaccination. Hanggang ngayon, aming mga delegated MDRR. So, these are the things that I think, in our own little way, na nakatulong kung bakit kahapon, out of 2.6 million nighttime population of Manila, and the most dense city, if not in Asia, at the very least in the Philippines, in terms of population per square kilometer, we only have 94 active cases. Zero occupancy in Manila COVID-19 field hospital. Our 6 hospital functioning for its original purpose. Nagagamit na. So, masaya ako sa ating mga partner, UDM, DCS, at ang ating mga congressman na hinihingihan ko rin. At least para sa kanilang distrito, nandito po ang ating minamahal na Congressman Yul Servo. Sa mga dean, members of the faculty, thank you very much. I know it is hard for you to adjust. Sa buong buhay natin, nagtuturo tayo physically. Kaya nakikita mo kung nangungopia yung estudyante mo. But now, what matters most is result. Results matter. The end of the day. We don't ask details between point A and point B. There is A, the goal, and B is the result. And I'm happy to share to our visitors the resilience, yung galing, pagtsatsaga, hirap. May mga singko rin ang infection sa kanila. Sa PLM and UDM. And I'm proud to say, I'm happy I am with dedicated members of the academies to pursue and continue to provide equal opportunity through education sa mga panahon na kailangan sila. So palakpakan natin ang UDM. Now, let me remind each and every one of you. Well, I hope Kuya Germs is here. Kapit ko lang. Dito nagsimula si Kuya Germs. Telonero. Telonero is tapos na sili, binababa na yung telonero. O pagbukas ng sili, bubuksan nyo. Tapos ganito. Germs. Itong lugar na ito. So may recipes. Now, dito rin, ang playground ni Hansi at ni Tessie. You ask them, this is their playground. When I say playground, they used to roam around in the area. They go to their father, sumalangin tawa, ang mabuting MRC, and on a regular day, they just go around here. And Hans said, alam mo, dito nga kami sumasakay ng jeep. Galing dito, papunta dito. So, we thought that SM, which virtually technically started in Manila, became one of the biggest conglomerate in Asia. Congratulations. And again, I'll go back to remind each and every one of you, the students, teachers, our fellow employees. Before you sleep tonight, offer a little prayer for our Mayor Alfredo Eslim. Because if not to him, hindi tayo nandito ngayon. Ang Universidad de Manila, which used to be City College of Manila, was an idea of a former mayor. The same thing with PLM, a former mayor. Mayor Sumalangin na mga kaluluwa, Mayor Lacson, and Mayor Bldg, na hanggang ngayon ay nagagamit ng Maynila. 5 dekada na. Just imagine that. But with Mayor Lee, he made opportunity to those who cannot be accommodated to PLN because of lack of space. Thought of this and offer it to the people of Manila, especially sa kabataan. This institution, headed by our able, skilled, dedicated deans, faculties, employees, despite of changing its name, we must not forget. We should not forget and honor those people who have changed the lives of our fellow citizens. And we continue. Patuloy natin tinatamasa yung mga konsepto at idea ng mga leader ng NADA. And that's why today I'm happy and I know He's with the Lord. I hope na masaya siya ngayon na yung kanyang mga katang-isip o nagawa ay patuloy na pinangangalagaan ng susunod na henerasyon. At tutuwa ko, hindi basta mema lang ang nangyari ngayon. May magawa lang. Kaya sa kontraktor, AAA. Because that is the standard of the city. Modesty aside. When I became mayor, I'm going to build something. I always tell Engineer Andres and Steve, ayoko ng may malang. Just for the show. When you're trying to build facility para magamit ng tao, lalo na ng ordinaryong tao, dapat hindi naglalayo yung pasilidad na nagagamit ng may kaya. And if you have time, pasyal kayo sa Manila Zoo. We were shocked the other day. 12,600 people in one day. And I guarantee you, in our own little way, hindi na kayo pupunta ng Singapore Zoo. Yes. At hindi lang kayo pupunta doon dahil sa mga hayop. It is a place also for our mothers, for our fathers, just to go around, walk around. Ang maganda, maliwalas, sariwang hangin. Kasi kayo makakapasya. So, kaya yung ginagawa namin mga building, tulad ng bagong ospital ng Maynila, ang biro-biroan namin noon. Sabi ko kay Andres, pag hindi mo ka Makati Medical Secretary, sosoli yung pera sa akin. Kaya ang ginawa ko ni Andres, Shangri-La. And I'm proud of them. In all honesty. Ayoko kasing pinagkakait sa ordinaryong tao, lalo na sa mahirap, yung mga mabibisa at konting man lang premium. Nangumantikahan man lamang kami sa aming mga labi. Kahit kami mahirap, sa huling sandali, nakatikim kami, nakakita kami ng mga serbisyo para bang ni halong pagmamahal at pagmamalasakit. Hindi yung tinutupad lang yung tungkulin for purposes of, fulfilling your duties. You fulfill your duties, you put your heart on it, make them feel that they are important, that every life, for that matter, is an equal opportunity under our laws. Kaya po sa ospital ng Manila, mamimili ka. 10-story fully air-conditioned class. Ha? Ang view, Mabini, Manila Zoo. Ang view, Rojas Boulevard, Manila Bay. And we're happy that SM continue to believe in Manila. Again, masaya akong bumalik ang SM sa Manila. Bumalik in such a way, hindi naman sila umalis. Nawalan lang ng opportunity for them to grow here because of certain policies of local government in the past. But I'm happy now that Manila pinalikan ng SM and invested a good sum of money that will generate thousands and thousands of jobs. Literal. When I say thousands and thousands, thousands and thousands of jobs in the next 3 years and 4 years of our lives. And this will generate more business. And this will create windfall, future income of the city, windfall in taxation, without raising any taxes by creating development, then naturally may papasok na salapi sa pamahalaan without giving burden, adding burden to taxpayers. So, nataon pa, maswerte-swerte mo kung kayo bibili ng unit sa future development ng Harrison Plaza na gagawing community center. It's a city center development. You must see it, yung vision ni Hans, ni Tessie, o ng pamilya C, doon sa buong area na yun. It's a new centerpiece in the city of Manila because it's more than 7 hectares, which is very rare. Rare, I guarantee you, rare. Even 1 hectare here is very rare. But a full development, nataon mo pa kung kayo bibili ng condominium doon. Bibigyan ko lang kayo ng idea, ha? Condominium nyo, sa SM, sa Rizal. Pagbaba mo, Manila Zoo. Yes. Pag na-hospital ka, hospital ang mundo. At yung the quality of service, why? If you need to be hospitalized, you have, it's just like literally a spit away of a public hospital with premium facility, with good quality doctors, upscale equipment, guarantee you that, upscale equipment, good environment of a public hospital setting, and you have Manila Zoo, then you have Manila Bay, maglakad-lakad ka, pag summer, mag-two-piece ka. May beach na doon. Ano doon na yung beach, yung white sand. Then you go biking, hiking, walking, you're just 1 block away from CCP. So, nakikita nyo, if I have that money, and I'm going to buy a piece of property, I'll go there. Kasi kung may idea ka ng development, premium ka agad. Bumibili ka pa lang, kumikita ka na. Because the valuation of the area will continue to rise. So, sinare ko lang kasi nagpapasalamat ako sa SM na nung ako'y pumunta sa inyo, pumunta ako sa Mega World, pumunta ako sa Robinson's Land, pumunta ako sa SMDC, pumunta ako sa mga iba't ibang developer. Ang sabi ko, patawarin nyo na ang Maynila. Patawarin nyo. This happened July 2019 when I won as mayor and I went around marketing Manila, trying to tell them, this is my tax policy, this is our direction, this is what we're going to do, and this is what we're going to do with the streets of Manila. Kasi mahirap magpaniwala. Kasi lahat yung pinangako ko, near to impossible because of recent past and dati. Talagang chaotic. Ito lang, tumawid ka dito nung araw, puro bus na walang kakundangan. Kaya may parandilya yan, hindi nyo napansin. Small things. But the thing is, nung nagpunta ako sa kanila, all I have is dreams and aspiration. But it's just that I was given a chance by the people of Manila, the host of this country. Most likely, meron silang building dito. Kaya lang hindi na nila dinevelop. Naging na lang. Warehouse. Yung warehouse na lang. Nabulok. O huwag kayo lumayo. Tumihintay sa likod nyo. Kung hinayang, pinag-uusapan niya namin yan sa sabi ko, mukhang si Doktor, dito namimili ka ng sapatos ng araw. Oh, look at the cinemas in that area. And I'm pretty sure si Hans nanligaw dyan sa sinihan dyan. Ay, kasi lapit lang eh. So, when you look around, talagang mga dugyot. Dugyot sa kali, walang gobyerno, dugyot sa private property. Parang ayaw na kami pagkatiwalaan. So, we made a bold move to state policy. And we did try to create certainty with our policy, rules, and create predictability so that masabayan kami ng negosyante. And I'm happy to tell you, at 20-30 billion a year, before I became mayor, on the first year, 123 billion pesos ang pumasok. On the second year, pandemic, 147 billion pesos ang pumasok. Kaya makikita mo skyline ng Manila ngayon, puro green. Because they start building again. So, from kadugyutan, ngayon, in fact, ito, ano na, kwentong on the side. Minsan, nagdi-dinner ako eh. Kausap ko yung isang Filipino-Chinese. Filipino-Chinese na developer din. Sabi ko, pare, sino yung may-ari ng building na bulok dati sa kanto ng Soler at saka recto? Kasi nabulok yun dahil ang daming obstruction. Sobrang obstruction. Hindi naman recto, hindi madaanan, di ba? Nung na-clear, nalinis yung Soler, nalinis yung recto, nalinis yung Walduna, there is a corner there, bata pa ako, basurero pa ako, building na yun. Hindi pa yata ako pinapanganak, building na yun. Then, one day, because siguro, pumanatag yung negosyante, na mukhang consistent ang City of Manila in clearing that area, isang araw, durog yung building. Mamutat-mutat mo yung kausap ko, siya pala may-ari ng building. Angko, nagulat ako, sabi, walang niya ka, tatahit-himik ka. So, imagine the opportunity if you create certainty and predictability. Oh my God. People will try to invest in it. And that is what I'm after. If people will try to trust you, invest in your area, matutupad ko na ang pangarap. Makapagtrabaho ang tao. Anong koneksyon nun dito sa atin? At bagay na magpapasalamat natin kay Mayor Alfredo Lim. Because here today, with help of TESDA, UDM, here we will produce more skilled people for future demand. Nang ginagawa natin opportunity sa ating future. So hindi po pwede, on the one side, tinitira mo at alam mo mga ngailangan ng kaliwa, at saka mo lang gagawin pag nangailangan na mauuli at mauli. Or what we call sa kalsada, at krasado na naman tayo. So we must continue to foresee or to plan ahead of time, whether we plan for the worst thing that will happen. Na nagkakagulo sa Ukraine, can you imagine, sabi ko, yari tayo sa gasolina, mag-food security program tayo. And it did again, tingnan yung presyo ng ano. So these are the things that I think, in a crisis, and I do believe, and I may be wrong, and itama nyo na lang po ako pagka mali ako. The way I look at the situation of the world, and especially of our country, is we are still in crisis. While it is true that COVID-19 is being managed, but the external situation outside of our country will trickle down. The bad effects of it. So we're still in crisis. So nowadays, I do believe what we need is a crisis manager para itawid tayo sa hamon ng buhay. So, muli, ako'y taos-pusong nagpapasalamat. Sumalangit nawa si Mayor Alfredo Lim. Sumalangit nawa si Mr. MBC. And to the C family, thank you. Sapat na yung bumalik kayo dito, nagnegosyo kayo muli, pinagkatiwalaan niyo muli ang ating gusto. Thank you for giving us a beautiful health center in Smoky Mountain. You should see how beautiful it is. Maraming tinulong. At ang tulong, hindi po tulong sa akin. Tulong na kapakinabangan ng aming nasasakupan. So if you continue as private sectors and organization to help the government, I think we can learn to live with COVID-19 and go back to work safely. I do believe in that. And if we together act in synchrony, create harmony, we can build back better for our future. So kaya natin ito. Mananalo tayo dito. Mananalo tayo dito. Battle tested ang Pilipino. Lahat ng crisis inabot na natin. Man-made or natural. Kaya wag na wag kayong susuko. Mananalo tayo. And lastly, mag-iingat kayo. Kailangan ko pa kayo sumayo. Serious. Mag-iingat kayo. Sa bawat uuwian ninyo, may mga taong naghihintay sa inyo. Ang mga masa. Stay safe, healthy, don't lose hope. Anchor. Sisikat muli ang araw sa bawat isa sa atin sa mundo. Magandang araw, pagpalain nawa kayo ng friends. Pilipinas, God first.
Wow, we are all very speechless. Thank you, Mayor Isko, for making us smile. Parang kanina, before nag-speech ni Mayor Isko, parang medyo inaalto pa tayo Pero after mag-speech ni Mayor Isko, I know behind those masks, nakasmile tayong lahat. So, thank you, Mayor. And Manila is very, very, very proud to have you. So, let us now proceed for the ceremonial turnover of UDM, CMIT, HSSC, and ribbon cutting. You know, the first time that I personally laid my eyes on this newly renovated building, I saw a building that is full of hopes and dreams. Because as a student and also as an advocate for good quality education, I am truly amazed on how people can be so generous to the point where their actions can change lives forever. And this project truly opened doors to our students who will be the direct recipients of the blessings from SM Foundation and the city government of Manila. And now, for the most awaited and highly anticipated part of our event, may I request each and every one, ma'am and sir, to please proceed at the door for the ceremonial ribbon cutting. Oh, sorry, for the stairs. The stairs, sorry.
Maganda yung gusto, di ba? Okay. Thank you. Tempo na lang. Live. Sila akit dyan. Yun lang. Boss, konti lang pa. Yun lang. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kasawa na ako.
I'm sorry, matutuwa si Missy.
Kaya
Naalagaan yung building.
Kaya tinatabler ako eh.
Yeah, parang
Tinatabler ako. Kaya pasok na pasok.
dugyot yung sinabayaan talaga.
Yung tayo na yun ha.
Oo, pero local lang, puro local. Much.
Okay na. Diyan na lang. Kung gusto nyo po, na nyo.
Mayor, please everyone,
Pabalik siya
kindly
dito.
go back to the first
O, press po tayo sa click lang sabi niya. Kaya mo na sila inspection yata may pricing ba yan?
Now, let us proceed for the signing of deed of donation. May I request our Mayor, Mr. Hansi, our Vice Mayor, Congressman Ceremonial, and our President to lead the signing. Now the deed has been signed. This is a very memorable moment for us as we proceed to the acceptance message from our dearest President, Dr. Maria Thelma Carlos Tria. Let's give her a big round of applause.
Honorable Francisco Isko Moreno, our Vice Mayor, our Council of Deans, management, employees, friends, everyone who are here, I am really overcome with words and gratitude for what has been given to UDM. First off, I would like to say that UDM actually processes around 15,000 applicants in a given academic year. In the 15,000, we can only accept in our main campus around 3,000 undergraduate students. So the big question is, what happens to the 12,000? But here with our Center for Micro-Credentialing and Industry Training, with this annex building, at least we give the 12,000 a chance. No? Here, they spend only around 120 hours. And we skill them, we upskill them, or we multi-skill them. And this is even open to even our students already in our main campus if they want more, to earn more skills. But more than that, this is open to everyone. Everyone, as long as you're from Manila right now. No? So dito ka lang nakakita ng libreng edukasyon, pero bukod sa libreng edukasyon sa ating mga estudyante sa main campus, meron pa silang allowance pa internet, no? So kompleto na. So this is really an icing on the cake because while we were working for quality in education, so in fact 2 weeks ago we had our curriculum development sessions, no? And it was very enlightening for us. Ito naman, pinakikita naman that with being educated, you can do so in a very conducive environment. So this is a good model for what a good campus, a good and orderly campus should look like. So ang commitment namin sa Maynila ay quality education. No? So bumabalik kami sa dahilan kung bakit kami nandito. So we believe, nakikita namin doon sa may barangay, nandiyan pa si Director Romy, hello. Nakita ko doon no, nakalagay, walang tutulong sa Batang Maynila kung hindi ang Batang Maynila. So we believe that. And every day, we ask one another during our, our flag ceremonies, and every day, we do ask one another, what is our purpose for being here? Minsan lang naman tayo dadaan dito sa kalsadang ito. So might as well take it natin. Diba? So ayan ang commitment ng UDM management, faculty, and staff na bibigyan namin ng magandang edukasyon ang mga batang Maynila to give them a fighting chance, no? From the classroom to the workplace, no? With the help of peso na pinapahuluan din ng ating mahal na alkalde. So, together,
weekend. And a resounding thanks to SM Foundation, up in heaven, Ma'am Tessie C. Cosol, and today we have Mr. Hansi. So I would like to wish that the blessings that you have given us will return to you 1,000-fold. So God bless and God first. Thank you and good morning, everyone.
Thank you, our dear President. So now we are opening the floor to a few questions from the audience. If you have any questions, feel free to ask.
Question po ang yung isa request na dati sa natong dapat hindi lang tayo sa producer. Guys, alam na tayo. Dalawang question po, isa yung request ng media, para isa na lang. And then yung una, tungkol po dito sa event din sa UDM. Ano po masasabi niyo po sa pamilya ng Edwin sa pagbabalik nila at itong ginawa nila pang proyekto?
Well, una, gusto kong patuloy na pasalamatan si dating Mayor Alfredo Lim, no? Dahil siya naman ang nagsimula nito. Kaya lamang, through the years, yung mga nagdaang panahon, talaga na makulok ito. Nakita mo naman yung picture kanina. So, we really wanted to revive the area so that na-accommodate namin yung marami pang estudyante. Kasi nga talagang marami naghahanap ng college, paaralan, dahil sa hirap ng buhay kasi tayo libre. Tapos mayroon pang allowance ng 1,000 pesos. Diba? Kaya, fortunately, today, this program, gusto ko rin pasalamatan sumalangit na ang kaluluwa ni Mr. MEC through the C family na itong building na ito ay na-remodel. At makikita mo, malamang ito mapupuno ito. Kasi air condition, malapit ka sa biyahe ng jeep, malapit ka sa biyahe ng LRT, malapit ka sa area. So, tingin ko mapupuno ito ng estudyante. Hindi yung welcome yan. Dahil ito na rin ang isang pamamaraan natin ng paghahanda na yung makapag-produce tayo ng mga skilled Filipino. No? We equip them kasi sa pagbukas ulit ng ekonomiya na tulad ng Maynila, as I have mentioned a while ago, yung growth ng Maynila despite ng pandemic, magge-generate yun ng demand for workforce in a coming year or two. So that's why, ito naman ginagawa natin, ito naman yung paghahanda natin sa darating na demand to produce more students, skilled students, graduates from the institution para mag-complement doon sa kakailanganing trabahante sa lungsod ng Maynila o samang bahagi ng ating bansa. So today, nagpapasalamat tayo sa private sector.
Ngayon, second question ba? Ito po yung second question nila na isa na
Well, good for him. Talagang pinagpapalak si Ferdinand Marcos Jr. Talagang swerteng-swerte siya. As you've been telling me, he's leading the survey. Yes, its own party. Then, ngayon, tinulungan pa siya ng isang malaking partido, partido ng administrasyon, PDP Laban. Good for him. Tayo naman,
tutuloy-tuloy tayo sa tao. Tutuloy-tuloy tayo na umarap sa tao, dumiretso sa tao. Tulad ninyo, at tulad ni Pangulong Duterte, ng mga botante, pinipilitin ko, abutin ko sa abot ng aking makakaya na kayo'y mapaliwanagan, makumbinsi na tulungan ako. In the meantime, it's just another day. Tomorrow, day after that, until it's made. Sabi ko nga, sa tayo nagdiretso sa taong bayan. Mabigas ng bulalo, lalambot ko. Well, it is not up for me to judge. Hindi ako para maghusga sa posisyon nila. But I agree with you na itong partidong to ay totoo sa kasaysayan, binuo para labanan ang diktadorya. And that is it. But to judge their decision today na hayaan ko na ang taong bayan ang maghusga na kung yung ba ay tama, yung ba ay makatwiran, or morally acceptable. Because kung the reason why it existed is to oppose the dictatorship ng Arab, so-called dictatorship, tapos ngayon sa ako nila, hayaan ko na taong bayan ang maghusga. Katulad mo, umaasa pa rin ako na sana makoto mo. It goes the same hope. Yung kaparehong pag-asa ang nananatili sa atin na makumpinsi ang taong bayan. Yun. Hindi ako threatened, pero just to be fair to you, siyempre, talong hihirap ang laban ko. Dahil mga pedigree na nga, o sinamahan pa ng mga pedigree, malalaking grupo sa politika. Siyempre, kailangan maging tapat ako sa taong bayan. Na kung sasamahan nila ako, sasama sila sa hirap ng laban, hindi sa magaan na laban. Kaya ako, siyempre, mas umirap ang laban ko. But just the same, remember, lahat ng aklat ng buhay ko, puro mahirap ang laban ko. Yung kumain ka ng tira ng tao sa basurahan, na nalagpasan mo, mahirap yun. Salamat sa Diyos. Yung bilad ka sa araw-araw, umulat, bumagyo, para makahabol ka lang ng boundary mo sa pagsasidecar. Mahirap yun. Salamat sa Diyos. Yung ako'y nag-artista, wala naman akong talent. Ito lang ang puhunan ko. Tulungan naman naman pati. At tapos, inaral kong kumanta, I pay. Inaral ko sumayaw, pasangawa. Inaral ko kumarte, ayos naman. Then, salamat sa Diyos, nagtagumpay ako. Yung pinasok ko ang public service, hirap din ang pinanas ko, kasi sakit na sakit na. Malayan, may school finish lang yan, artista yan, bobo yan. Hindi yan nag-aral.
So before we proceed with the second part of our program, we will be taking a short break.
Sa awa ng Diyos, nalagpasan ko yung hirap na yun. Yung laban ko noong 2019, ang kalaban ko mga pedigree rin. Malalaki naman, alam natin pa, di ba? At pinagtulong-tulungan din ako ng mga elitistang politiko sa Maynila dahil ayaw sa akin ng mga political oligarch ng Manila. Sa awa ng Diyos, sa taong bayan. Pangatlo pa ako sa survey nun. Even last week before election, 51% binigay sa akin ng nalagpasan ko. So, lahat ng crisis, pandemya, personal, nalagpasan ko. Kaya tingin ko naman, sa tulong ng Diyos at sa tulong ninyo, malalagpasan ko itong hamon sa mga. Kaya nga lagi ko sinasabi sa mga, huwag tayong susuko. Mas maraming kalsada, mas maraming town hall, mas maraming island. Ang ano lang naman doon, challenge, geography. Geography lang. Kasi from 1.1 natin. It will continue. Kung tawag ka magkala natin, may Diyos pa naman. Normal naman kami. Kasi ano kami, kasi ngayon napaka-modest lang. Napaka-modest. Hindi kami mag-argo. Kasi for example, nakuha ka ng isang artista, 20 million. Kakanta lang. Hindi 20 million. Kung pwede lang ibigay sa tao, bili ko na lang ng bigasyon. Bili ko ng pumpo ng gasolina. Kung pwede lang, bawal yun. So my point is, we're gonna continue yung simpleng kampanya, pero simpleng diretso sa tao. Yung naabot kami ng tao.